pfBlockerNG version 2.1.2_2 development has been released. Now, I'm not using this in production, but I did spin up my lab machine so I can, play around with this a little bit. It's, like I said, not completely released, but it's close, and this developer has been great. Like I said, I'll link so you can follow him and follow him on Twitter as well. But yes, there is a new version out. Now, pfBlocker is an excellent tool. I've done videos on this before, and it's great for blocking things. It's great at blocking lots of things, both internal and external threats. I really like it, but it's not been wonderful at reporting things. Now, if you followed my channel, I did another video on the pie hole, and this is where things get kind of cool. He integrated some of the pie hole reporting features into the new pfBlocker. So I'm not going to read every little change in here, but I'll leave, of course, links so you can do this. But let's show you, because that's why you're probably watching this, so you can see. But you can see there's a lot of changes that are listed in here. Now, first off, in order to get this, I was unable to find it in the packages, even after I forced updated my packages. So I switched over to the development version of pfSense, and it showed up. There's some comments in the Reddit post about that problem, and he's going to be reaching out to the pfSense developers to kind of sort out why that is. So you're supposed to be able to find it. Well, once again, this is all development and not necessarily for production. So I switched to the development version of pfSense, which you can do by going to Update and switch to Development Snapshot. Now, one of the comments he made was that you uninstall, if you already have pfBlocker configured, you uninstall it but keep settings, and then you install the development version. So make sure you do it in that order, because you'll have problems if you don't. So I actually, because this is my dev box, it's always loaded clean, fresh before I start anything. So I didn't have to worry about that. Now, the first thing you notice is, and I'll drag this up to the top, is the pfBlocker has this, so IP DNS. So right away you can start seeing what's been blocked. I have the pie hole list and porn block enabled, so I could find some stuff. For testing purposes, we had to test some sites, and we tested some porn sites. Hey, why not? And it did indeed block them. So here's some of the different things you get. So we're going to go ahead, and it's got regular log files, but we're going to jump right to the reporting of it. Now, it will show you which computer, nicely organized, and then from here we can unlock the domain, threat domain lookup, whitelist the domain, and this is kind of nice, so you can do some tuning right in here. And I haven't really tested to see if all this, how well it all works. It does work in terms of blocking, because this is the computer that I was using to block it. Let me show you what the block looks like. Now, this is my computer that's behind the pfSense, and you can tell it works. And for just so people who want to know, I use ConnectWise Control to control things. Someone's going to ask what I'm using to connect this computer. This is our remote tool that we use for most of our clients. It's also really convenient to take remote control of a machine that I set up in my lab here behind the firewall. Anyways, so it does this. It's got a nice little website. Pornhub isn't blocked by network administrator. Once again, it's pfBlocker. You can dig into the details and do customization. Once this gets released fully, I will be doing a video on it, covering all the new features. Now, I also want to show you about the ad blocking, just real quick, how that looks like. So here is Bleeping Computers, Verge Cryptocurrency, and that's why I have this pulled up here. So I have all these ads at the top that are rotating around, and you can see there's none. So it just cleans that up, which is, however you feel about ads, it does do some of the cleanup on that. So that part's been working. So functionally wise, I've been playing around with it for a little bit, well, since I found this morning, and that does work fine as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and refresh the page, and we'll dig more into the reporting, because I say that's a big feature besides some of the look and feel of it. So let's actually go into some of the reports here. So I refreshed it, and we can see like it blocked the Twitter here. It blocked some Twitter images. I'm guessing this is some of the ad blocking. Yeah, ad feed protected. So it's nice. It is showing all that. So let's go and look at some of the other logs that are in here. We have a stats page. This is for some of the external blocking, IP permits, IP match stats. Then we have this. This is what I mentioned was more similar to the Pi-hole. We have the DNSBL stats, so top block domains, and it lets you dig into and start filtering these. So like right here, it's all the different threat lookups for Facebook, which I thought was kind of funny. It does block Facebook when I set it up out of default, so that's definitely a thing. Then you can filter for only the blocks related to Facebook. So for anything you go on there, when you're looking up these reports, it will then bring you to a filter so you can start finding them. It's Windows, so watson.telemetry.microsoft.com. It blocks that. As we know, though, because this is using DNS blocking, Microsoft still phones home via IP. If you really want to stop any of the Microsoft stuff, you're going to have to go through and do IP blocking. Newsroom.facebook.com was blocked. Google tag services. So just a couple of websites, like I said, hardly opened anything, and right away it's right away blocking things. Now, when you create the rules, it's telling you which rules it was blocked. So I had the Pi-hole rule and a DNSBL rule list enabled. And you go over here to DNSBL easy list, and they're pretty simple to do. So we're just going to turn this on, and then you can hold this and hold the control key and select all the ones you want. So we'll just say that. Tracking services, scroll down, save, configuration, and away we go. Now we'll go back to my machine over here and show you more stuff. Let's try and find something that doesn't just land on these pages. So let's see. There we go, 9to5mac.com. So it should create some stats. Let me move this out of the way now. Reports, DNSBL stats, and it got even bigger for all the things in here. So this is pretty cool, and I think this is something interesting, is showing, statistics on all the stuff that was blocked and start being able to dig into it. Some of the feed lists, so the Steve's list is in there for the Pi-hole if you're not familiar with it. The machine being blocked, the Win10 on Zen, source IP account. I do have another box running in here that's doing some DNS lookups. I'll test these later once it comes out of beta. These are going to be your IP matching for some of the inbound stuff. This is in a private network, so I'd have to stage an attack on it to make that work. So there's that. Wow, there's one way. Oh, discuss.com. That was one of the news sites used that. So it looks like from here I can then start going through and set alerts or alert filter, which is kind of cool. They have this built in, so we can source this computer. So let's see, what do we have here? Apply filter. So we can filter out, a single computer. We can probably filter out a single website. And then we can probably go in here and whitelist facebook.com. Yep. Wildcard waitlist. Yes. We can't live without the Facebooks. Remove facebook.com DNSBL. You need to flush your DNS cache. All right, let's see if that fixes it. Actually, we'll close this. And we'll close Pornhub. I'm not going to unlist that one. And Facebook is now waitlisted. Well, kind of. All right, it's still blocking more from Facebook because it's still it's not logging in properly. It's missing a big piece of it. It looks like it's not rendering all of it. So let's go back here to our alerts real quick. What else are we blocking? fcbdn.net. All right, we got to add that. So add this one here. Hit OK. Wildcard waitlist. Yes. More Facebook. Flush the DNS, open up the browser. And now Facebook shows up like it's supposed to. So, yeah, definitely in some improvements here. I like the kind of simplicity of it, being able to make notes in here. Because one of the problems with filtering is the amount of things that get blocked that are often legit business things that you need or have a use for in your business, or even at home. You just have to get something done and, it got caught up on there. So being able to go through here, see what's being blocked, create logs and create your notes, this is the real sauce. This is a lot of times what you pay for. A lot of blocking is not really the blocking or the technology, it's these lists. And this is the work part of setting up any of these. I've talked about this a couple times before. A lot of the labor that goes into any of these block lists is keeping them maintained and keeping the good stuff on, the bad stuff off. That's always the trickiest part of them. But this is great. It's in beta. Like I said, I found it by switching to the development version of pfSense. They're supposed to be able to run it in the non-dev version. I'll leave you to the link to the Reddit on there. But yeah, this is definitely a great refresh on everything from the interface to the abilities. The reports are really cool. I'm looking forward to this, and I'll dive much deeper into it once it's fully released so I can play with it. But I'm really liking it so far, just with the little bit I've been playing with it here. I don't know if I'm ready to put it on my network because it's in beta still, but I'm sure it'll be out of beta soon because my little bit of testing with it seems to actually work really good. So, all right, thanks for watching. Hopefully this is helpful, and check out pfBlockerNG. And if you're a fan of it, like I am, be a patron. I definitely donate money to this project. Keep this. He's a lone developer doing this here, so throw some money at him if you use it. If you got a couple dollars to spare, any little bit helps these developers and things like that. And that information's all listed in there. Also, by the way, they did list it on the page here as well. So where to find them? Follow them on Twitter, Reddit, GitHub, contact. Well, do I not? I don't see a link to his Patreon, but don't worry, you can find it. So get on there and donate some money to this guy. Definitely. Oh, good. His homepage is Patreon. So become a patron of it. I'm not logged in here, but yes, I am a patron. Thanks. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and click the thumbs up. Leave us some feedback below to let us know any details, what you like and didn't like as well, because we love hearing the feedback. Or if you just want to say thanks, leave a comment. If you want to be notified of new videos as they come out, go ahead and hit the subscribe and the bell icon. That lets YouTube know that you're interested in notifications. Hopefully they send them, as we've learned with YouTube. Anyways, if you want to contract us for consulting services, you go ahead and hit lawrencesystems.com, and you can reach out to us for all the projects that we can do and help you. We work with a lot of small businesses, IT companies, even some large companies, and you can farm different work out to us or just hire us as a consultant to help design your network. Also, if you want to help the channel in other ways, we have a Patreon. We have affiliate links. You'll find them in the description. You'll also find recommendations to other affiliate links and things you can sign up for on lawrencesystems.com. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.